luckily it's not hurting, so if it's hurting I'll let you guys know, so I can't press hard when I do. And then what I do is I go over it once so you can see what it does when you're pressing hard, and then I go over it again a different direction, and you can see how much darker it gets, so you can actually see the different stages of how darker it gets. So if I hold this direction, you guys can actually see because my light gets crazy. And then if I hold it this direction, you can see even more detail. See how much different that is? That just amazes me what these pencils can do. So with the drawing I did with the dragonfly, it was fairly similar also. I didn't use the Tertullians to smudge or anything. I just used it like this. I used my pencils like I'm doing right now to make the shades that I did. Always play with the new pencils, even if it's a grade of graphite you've used before. 4B is one brand, isn't always the same as 4B in another brand. Of course. That is so true with the names. It is so true. I found that, what is it that I have different? My 6H and my 8B I have different from my set. I don't know if I still have my old HB. Let me see if I have it here. Not my HB, but my 8B. What did I do with it? I don't see it in here. Let me see if it's in my toolbox. I have an extension that I use when my pencils get small. Ooh, I wonder what happened to it. Oh, here's another example. Here's an old sketching 6B. I can show you what that does with my 6B right here. That is such a great idea there. Oh wow, what happened to it? I don't know. Oh no, it wasn't what do you call it? I think it was the charcoal I bought, not graphite. Let me look, hold on. What did I do? Well, I can't find it. My new one anyways. Oh, look, I bought a new 6B, but it's also a different brand. This one's Blick Studios. All of your advice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you saying that, lady. Okay, so earlier I was also showing my mechanical pencils. Your mechanical pencils of what they do. So I have this example right up here of what they do for detail. So I wanted it, the book that I was going over doesn't show that, so I wanted to show that. Because a lot of people use the mechanical pencils, and that makes a big difference also. Okay, so here's my 4B. I can't find that other pencil. I'm pressing down like I did with the other ones, and I'm hoping it will not break. Okay, and then I'm going to go back over it again. And hopefully it will not break. You see how much that changed? Okay, so that was my 4B. I'm going to get my 6B. I'm going to do the same thing. And I have a tip on here, so. Okay, and then we're going to go over it again, different direction. Okay, and that was my 6B. Now, my 6B on Blick brand, which I haven't used yet, so I don't know how it's going to work. Let's do this. Where's my other pencil here? So right up here, I'm going to put Blick. So that way, you guys know what this is. And I'm going to go hard also. And then I'm going to gradually loosen up. I'm going to go lighter. And I'm going to hold it like I usually do. And you can see what it does. See this right here? I'm not sure if you guys can tell if it's the same or not. Like Mantle Maven was saying. This right here looks more of a smudge. And when you press harder, it shines. But over here, it's not shining on the soft. So now I'm going to go back over the darker part and I'm going to do it again. And this is how much darker it gets. I'm not sure how they work. This is the first one I bought. I thought this was like the Staedtlers. And plus they had a sale too, so I wanted to see what it would do. That's why I have it. I just wanted to see. And I needed another 6B anyway. So it does go darker. I mean, this is really, really super dark. Look how much darker it is. And I pressed hard over here the same, and it just seemed like the Blick went darker than the other one. Yes, it did. Isn't that weird? Okay, so that was the 6B. I'm going to use my 8B, which I'm trying to locate. Hold on a second. Let me look and see if maybe I put it in here. It could be in one of my pencil bags, because I took my pencils with me one day. Maybe I have it in here. Let me check. Nope, not in here. Okay, we'll need that. Alright, so it's not in there. I'm going to have to look around. I thought I had everything together. I would have tried the Kimberly graphite and then tried the Staedtler graphite of the 8B to see what the difference was also, because it's really good to see that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. I hope it doesn't break. Let's see what it does. I'll read what you said here in a minute. Okay, so there's one layer. Now we're going to go a different direction and do the same thing again. And this one's a Staedtler. It just seems like it's darker than the other leads. Some of the Blick one is a bit darker, softer. That's actually good. 6B should be really dark. It means the big one is better quality. Maybe. Okay, so okay, we did the 6B Blick, right? Okay, now this one is a different brand. So I'm gonna write down better color. That's this one. So we're gonna try this one, see what it does. I don't know if putting it closer makes a difference, but I wanted you guys to see how far my hand was, so you guys can see how I was actually holding my pencil. I have not cared for Staedtlers. I used the Staedtler on my Dragonfly, but I didn't get to use it as much. My favorites currently are from Japan. Mitsubishi. What? Like the car Mitsubishi? Unique graphite refill and wood cased pencils. Okay, here's one that's not a wood cased pencil. This is a graphite, pretty color. I just bought this one, I think 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to try it. I'm actually trying to use this one with the selfie portrait that I'm doing. So I'm going to see how it works, but it feels really, really, really soft. Okay, so I'm going to try to use it here. I'm going to go light at first. I'm going to go totally opposite, guys. I'm going to go light. Got to turn it a little bit. And then I'm going to go a little bit harder. Then I'm going to go a little bit harder. And then, voila. Now, if I go over this again, same thing, lighter. Gradually go darker. And I'm doing it from the top. Then I'm going darker, harder on this end. And you can see how much it changed. See that line right there? You can see that line? Amazing Pulse. It's expensive. I think this one was almost $3. What did I do with my receipt? I just bought this not too long ago. Did I put it in my book? Let me see if I put it in here. I don't know what I did with my receipt. I thought I put them right here. I gotta locate it. I think it was like $2.89. Yeah, they're pricey. They are pricey. I couldn't get more. I wanted to get more to see if I could, you know, just like get the basic ones. Get like a 2H, HB, a 3B, and then maybe a 6. I'll probably do that another time when I get a little bit more cash. But that was just a few dollars I had. Out of the new supplies that I bought, I only spent $10. I don't have everything here right now, what I did. Okay, so this here, let me take this off so you guys can see how small this is. So this is an index card, what you would write recipes on. It's just a clear index card. So this, now that you have it, you can actually tape it. Tape it to your wall. Tape it to your wall. So that way you have something to look at. Now you have something that's actually done. My free refills for Beast Pencil are Cretacolors. How do you like those? It feels really smooth to me. It feels, when I'm using it, it feels like butter. Like you're just spreading butter, nice and smooth. Not the hard butter. It's like you're just spreading the spread butter. That's what it feels like when I'm using it. It just sort of melts onto the paper. I mean, tell me what your opinion is. Do you think it does that also? Okay, so here's the normal pencil that's been, this is from Blick, and they're sharpening here. So when I use the electric sharpener, it does a much better, it does this form right here. And I think the tip is a little bit longer than usual. They're a bit cheaper than the woodless pencils for basically the same. Are you talking about the Cretacolor? Because my Cretacolor has no wood. This one has no wood. It has this really shiny film, just barely a film on here, but it's no wood at all. Which pencil are you talking about that's cheaper? Are you talking about the Japan ones? Alright, so I like the Beast Woodless Big Graphite, best for shading, very versatile. Let me write that one down because I won't remember. Okay, I'm going to start on a new page here, so I'm going to put down pencils, question mark. I'm going to write that name down so I can look it up when I go over there, see if they have it. If they don't have it, I'll go to University Art Supply,